Have you ever noticed those days when everything seems to flow naturally, where your heart feels light, your mind is clear, and every action seems to happen with grace, effortlessly? Maybe at the same time you've also experienced days when everything feels heavy, like you're walking through quicksand. No matter how hard you try, you feel like you're not in tune with yourself, and every task becomes a challenge. This difference we feel isn't just luck or coincidence. It has solid foundations in science, especially in quantum physics and the biology of living beings. And today, here at Quantum Labs, you have the opportunity to understand how this works, discovering the key to aligning your quantum field with the frequency of universal intelligence and manifesting the reality you've always dreamed of. When we begin to understand that our body and mind function as interconnected electromagnetic fields, we start to look at ourselves and life in a completely different way. If, as you read these words, you already feel an internal resonance, know that this message is reaching exactly people like you. By opening yourself to this frequency of consciousness, you connect with the energy of the universe and with other souls who are ready to awaken their own power. It's not necessary to force yourself to feel good or maintain a state of high vibration when it doesn't exist genuinely. You don't need to fake happiness. Your personal energy field is a real and measurable state of your being, which happens naturally when your mind, body, and heart speak the same language. This internal harmony isn't exclusive to wise people isolated on mountains or spiritually advanced individuals. It's available here and now if you learn to listen to yourself and nurture this connection with care and patience. Often, we spend our entire lives reacting to external events. We wake up with the same stressful thoughts that made us feel bad the day before. These thoughts affect our body, triggering chemical reactions that reinforce discomfort. From a quantum science perspective, this goes beyond a negative habit. It's a frequency loop. Your personal energy field functions like a small radio station, constantly broadcasting signals that communicate to the world who you really are. What you broadcast directly influences what you perceive, how you feel, and the reality you experience, because your personal field constantly interacts with the immense quantum field that surrounds us. Don't try to hide pain or put on a mask of happiness on this journey. The goal is to align thoughts, heartbeats, and nervous system in a symphony of coherence. Think of yourself as a perfectly tuned musical instrument. When you're in coherence, you send a clear, constant, and harmonious note to the universe. This coherence awakens the power of quantum manifestation. The quantum field begins to respond in unexpected and wonderful ways, bringing opportunities, insights, and synchronicities that don't seem like mere coincidences. By stopping allowing old fears or limiting beliefs to scatter your energy, you become a focused and conscious observer of your own life. It's in this state of presence and clarity that universal intelligence begins to work in your favor, offering subtle answers and guidance that only those who are attentive can perceive. I can share something that happened to me. There was a period when I felt constantly scattered, overwhelmed by conflicting thoughts. When I started practicing small pauses to feel my body, listen to my thoughts, and reconnect with my breathing, I noticed a profound change. That simple action of taking care of myself with attention and respect created a more aligned and coherent energy field. Gradually, opportunities began to emerge in unexpected ways, and I felt the presence of universal intelligence guiding every step of my journey. This is a reminder that transformation doesn't need to be dramatic or forced. It happens when we allow ourselves to be in tune with our own essence. When we learn to maintain our focus without being dragged by old patterns or fears, we become capable of perceiving life with greater clarity. Every choice, every perception, every sensation becomes connected to a higher frequency. This state isn't just pleasant, it's the foundation for experiencing quantum manifestation in your daily life. By aligning body, mind, and heart, you begin to broadcast signals that attract experiences compatible with your frequency, creating a reality that once seemed distant or impossible. When possible, take a moment now to connect with yourself. Breathe deeply, notice your presence, and allow yourself to feel your own power. There's nothing that needs to be changed in this instant. Just observe with attention. Ask yourself, does my heart feel light or tight? What thoughts repeat in my mind, perhaps keeping me trapped in old patterns? The first step for any transformation is noticing these sensations with love and presence, without judgments. This simple act interrupts automatic patterns that keep your energy trapped in the past and opens space for a new frequency to enter, creating a coherent signal that universal intelligence can pick up and return to you. This conscious perception is the key to recognizing that you are the source of your own energetic field. By paying attention to your thoughts, emotions, and breathing, you begin to take control of your own frequency, choosing the energy you want to radiate to the world. Your natural vibration doesn't disappear suddenly. It changes gradually, depending on how you handle your actions, your reactions, and the mental patterns that repeat. Every time we react automatically, tense up, or relive painful stories, our personal frequency slowly decreases. The good news is that just as frequency can drop, it can also be rebuilt with attention and care. Small moments of presence, like noticing breathing, observing thoughts without judgment, or simply feeling the heartbeat, have the power to restore your energetic signature. Each conscious instant contributes to strengthening a coherent and stable frequency, reflecting the complete and balanced person you're becoming. Research in neurocardiology demonstrates that the heart generates an electromagnetic field much more powerful than the brain. When we reach a state of emotional coherence, our heart beats in a rhythmic and smooth way, in harmony with breathing. In this state, we begin to emit an organized and elevated frequency throughout the body. This phenomenon isn't just inspiring, it's a proven scientific fact. Remaining a few minutes in this coherent state can balance body chemistry, calm the nervous system, and transform how the brain perceives the world. The impact of this coherence goes beyond physical well-being. When mind, heart, and body are aligned, you connect with your own creative wisdom and become more aware of opportunities around you. The quantum field doesn't just respond to what we think or say, it reacts to the totality of our energetic field. If we're tense, anxious, or feeling lack, our intentions become confused, even if we affirm the opposite positively. Incoherent energy produces unpredictable results, often contrary to what we want to manifest. On the other hand, when we cultivate conscious presence and loving attention, we strengthen a coherent and clear frequency. This frequency activates the quantum manifestation process, allowing the universe to respond to us harmoniously, bringing experiences, synchronicities, and learnings aligned with our true essence. Each moment of attentive perception is an opportunity to send a clear signal, demonstrating that we're ready to expand our consciousness and act according to universal intelligence. By understanding this, we realize that the power to transform our reality was never outside of us. It was always within, waiting for us to connect with our own frequency, take responsibility for our energy, and cultivate coherence between mind, heart, and body. Each conscious gesture is a step toward living with more clarity, balance, and openness to the quantum flow of life. Many people get tired of trying to be positive all the time. They don't realize it, but they're unconsciously fighting against their own energy. When this happens, any effort becomes heavy, exhausting, and even frustrating. The good news is that we don't need to force anything to access our true power. What's necessary is returning to harmony with ourselves repeatedly with gentleness and attention. It's not about being perfect. It's about practicing loving consciousness, noticing when we lose balance, and gently guiding ourselves back to our own frequency. Over time, this practice transforms us into people of stable and elevated energy, who don't depend on external circumstances to feel good. Maybe you've already met someone who simply radiates natural confidence, deep calm, and a charm that seems innate. This type of presence doesn't come from superficial attempts to control life, but from having developed inner coherence, living in a different vibrational reality, far beyond conscious intention. The quantum field perceives everything: your attention, your emotions, your focus. That's why the frequency you emit is the most powerful tool that exists to transform your life. When you perceive this power growing within you, you begin to become aware of the role you play as creator of your own experience. There's a part of you that already knows this deeply. Your vibration isn't just a mood state. It's a sacred, nonverbal language that the body uses to communicate with the quantum field. This communication isn't abstract theory. It's real physics in action. Every choice, every emotion, and every moment of presence participates in a measurable dance between your consciousness and the very structure of space-time. What you feel, how you breathe, how you move, everything contributes to this interaction. That's why when we begin to align mind, heart, and body, our reality begins to transform perceptibly, bringing experiences, opportunities, and insights in a way that's coherent with our energy. There's a fundamental truth that many people never learn. Until your consciousness chooses something and puts your emotional energy into that possibility, all possible experiences exist only as pure potential. It's in this state that quantum physics shows manifestation happens. By directing your attention and emotion toward a specific possibility, you allow it to become real for you. It's not just about thinking positive, it's the interaction between consciousness and energy that chooses the path that manifests in your life. Our brain constantly constructs reality from what it already knows. Studies in neuroscience show that what we see isn't the world itself, but a simulation shaped by memories, habits, and expectations. But here's the crucial point. The internal world doesn't just come from the mind. It also emerges from the heart, where our emotions reside, from the rhythm of breathing, from posture, and from the electromagnetic field that surrounds us. By aligning these elements, we create energetic coherence, which is perceived by the quantum field and begins to bring experiences compatible with our frequency. When we connect with the heart, we notice that our feelings and thoughts begin to work together, in harmony. This coherence generates an energy pattern that remains stable and powerful, even in the face of external challenges. Each conscious breath, each perceived heartbeat, each instant of loving attention contributes to strengthening our energetic signature. This practice isn't a luxury, it's the foundation for accessing quantum manifestation practically, allowing universal intelligence to work together with us, guiding opportunities, insights, and experiences that reflect our true essence. By cultivating this harmony internally, you stop fighting against your own energy. You discover that the power to create and transform your reality is within you all the time, accessible whenever you choose to align consciousness, emotion, and presence. It's in this state of balance that a new type of clarity manifests, a state of conscious attention that transforms how you perceive the world and interact with it. To create lasting changes, it's not enough to just think new thoughts, while the body continues trapped in old sensations. Often, we try to rationalize, but our body still carries old emotional patterns that contradict our intentions. That's why it's essential to understand that thoughts, feelings, and choices need to work together. Every thought you have sends a signal to the universe. Every emotion amplifies and gives depth to that signal. And every decision you make influences whether this frequency manifests clearly or confusedly. Imagine your personal vibration as a powerful tower that radiates continuous signals to the world and to the quantum field. When all the elements of your being, mind, heart, and body are aligned, they emit a strong, stable, and coherent signal. The universe responds to this harmony by creating synchronicities, unexpected encounters, opportunities that seem tailor-made, or that sudden intuition that guides you to act in a way that, in moments of confusion or fear, you would never have followed. The challenge many people face is believing that just thinking positive is enough to reach an elevated state of consciousness. The truth is that it doesn't help to repeat affirmations or ignore negative feelings. When we think one thing and feel another, an internal contradiction occurs that sends confusing signals to the universe. For example, you might mentally affirm, "I deserve love." But if your nervous system still reacts with fear, insecurity, or a feeling of insufficiency, the frequency you emit becomes fragmented. From the perspective of quantum manifestation, this incoherence dilutes your creative energy and makes it difficult for the universe to manifest the experiences you truly desire. It's like trying to tune into a radio station but being in the middle of interference. The message gets lost or becomes distorted. This is why superficial changes, or those based only on thoughts, don't produce lasting results. The concept of coherence helps understand this dynamic. Research shows that the heart's electromagnetic field is smooth, rhythmic, and harmonious when we're connected to elevated emotions, like gratitude, compassion, or inner peace. In this state, the heart and brain are deeply synchronized, and the nervous system returns to functioning in a balanced way. On the other hand, feelings of stress, worry, or anger create disordered and irregular patterns, signals of internal incoherence. This disharmony affects not only how we think and feel, but also the energy we radiate. The energetic field becomes unstable, like static on the radio, making it difficult for quantum manifestation to align with our intentions. The key, therefore, is learning to perceive when we're out of tune and lovingly reconnect mind, heart, and body. Each moment of conscious attention, whether noticing breathing, feeling the heartbeat, or observing repetitive thoughts with gentleness, helps restore a coherent frequency. This practice creates a solid foundation so that the energy you radiate is clear, intense, and stable, making it easier for the universe to return experiences compatible with your true essence. By cultivating this coherence, you transform not only your perception of the world, but also how the world responds to you. Confused and fragmented energy gives way to clear signals, and previously impossible opportunities begin to emerge naturally. This alignment is the heart of quantum manifestation, allowing universal intelligence to work together with you, transforming intentions into concrete experiences in a fluid and harmonious way. You'll begin to notice small changes in yourself as you practice this conscious attention. It's not necessary to be happy all the time to maintain a high frequency. What matters is being present and noticing how you feel in each moment. Recognizing when your internal balance is lost and, with gentleness, guiding yourself back to center is what keeps your energy stable and coherent. We can compare this to the process of tuning an expensive musical instrument. First, you need to learn to notice when a string is out of tune. Then, you can begin to make delicate adjustments that will make it sound harmonious again. Similarly, perceiving small internal misalignments and adjusting them with care is essential for creating a strong and stable energetic signature. The way you start your day is one of the most powerful and frequently neglected moments to adjust your vibration. Upon awakening, your brain transitions from theta waves of sleep to beta waves of alertness, creating a unique window in which your subconscious mind is especially receptive and your body hasn't yet been absorbed by the day's stress patterns. This brief opening is a golden opportunity to set an elevated energetic tone for the entire day. Unfortunately, most of us react automatically upon awakening. We grab our phone, check emails, news, or start ruminating about past problems. By doing this, we direct our nervous system back to old patterns of stress and worry, clouding the mind and draining our energy without even realizing it. When you consciously decide to create coherence before launching into the world, you stabilize your energetic field and begin to emit a clear and elevated signal immediately. This morning gesture isn't just pleasant. It alters how your heart and brain function electromagnetically, preparing your body and mind to operate at high vibration for extended periods. A simple and powerful practice for this is heart-focused breathing, a practice that slows down breathing and directs attention to the center of the chest, promoting deep harmonization of the entire nervous system. This balance allows you to maintain a coherent, clear, and powerful frequency, facilitating quantum manifestation to occur more fluidly and naturally throughout the day. You can start even before your feet touch the floor when getting out of bed. Gently place a hand over the center of your chest and, if it feels good, close your eyes. Feel the rhythm of your heart, notice your breathing, and allow each beat to harmonize with inspiration and expiration. This simple gesture activates internal coherence, adjusts your frequency, and connects you with your universal intelligence, creating a state of presence that positively influences all the choices you'll make throughout the day. The more you practice, the more natural it becomes to feel this alignment and realize that your body, heart, and mind can operate like a tuned orchestra, emitting a clear frequency that the universe perceives and responds to. Even very short moments of attention, practiced daily, begin to add up. You'll notice that your decisions begin to emerge from a calmer and more centered place. Your intuition becomes more reliable, and you feel less emotional dispersion when facing challenges. Each conscious breath strengthens your energetic signature, allowing your frequency to be a stable channel for experiences aligned with your true essence. It's in this state of presence and harmony that you become the conscious creator of your own reality, capable of manifesting possibilities consistently, with clarity and elegance while remaining deeply connected to the flow of universal intelligence. As you integrate this practice, you also notice that your morning awakening stops being just a ritual, becoming an anchor point for all your daily energy. You begin to notice that small internal adjustments have direct impact on the quality of experiences that arise, that encounters, insights, and opportunities begin to align with your frequency, and that gradually, the way you perceive and interact with the world transforms profoundly and lastingly. By caring for this coherence in the first hours of the day, you position yourself to live at high frequency, with clarity, presence, and an increasingly deep connection with your own consciousness and with the quantum field that's always around you. Now take a moment right now to simply observe your natural breathing. It's not time to change it yet. Just feel your chest rising and falling gently. Notice the air entering and leaving, and note how your body moves automatically and perfectly. This mindful attention is already a significant step, because by connecting with your breathing, you begin to reconnect with your own internal energy, without needing to force anything. After a few moments, slowly begin to adjust the rhythm of your breathing, making it slower and more uniform. Imagine breathing in deeply 5 times, and then exhaling gently 5 times. With this pattern, you establish a foundation of calm that allows your nervous system to organize itself, preparing body and mind for a state of energetic coherence. As you find this rhythm, visualize each breath passing through your heart, as if you were pulling a wave of serene and restorative energy into yourself. Each exhalation gently releases any tension, worry, or internal noise that might be interfering with your clarity and presence. When you feel comfortable in this breathing flow, bring to mind a memory of gratitude and renewal. It could be a moment when you felt totally safe, the presence of someone dear, or simply appreciation for a new day that has begun. Let this feeling grow in your chest and expand throughout your body, filling each cell with warmth, lightness, and vitality. After just a few minutes, you'll begin to notice that your heart's rhythm naturally harmonizes with your breathing, creating a state that scientists call heart coherence. This coherence generates ordered energy patterns in the body, clearer and more synchronized brain waves, hormonal balance that regulates bodily functions, and a stronger and more unified personal electromagnetic field. This means you create an internal space where high-frequency states, like creativity, emotional clarity, and mental stability, can develop throughout the day, influencing everything you do. From a quantum perspective, it's important to realize that the heart's energetic field doesn't stay confined within the body. Research shows that it extends several feet around you and interacts with the environment, with people, and with the spaces you frequent. This is one of the reasons why others can react differently when you're centered and balanced. Your internal coherence sends a perceptible signal to the quantum field around you. While you practice this harmony, remember that you're not alone. Your personal energy connects to a collective field of consciousness, a space of quantum manifestation where each individual's intention and coherence help strengthen the global frequency. Each moment of loving attention you dedicate to yourself contributes to this greater field, creating a current of energy that returns to you in unexpected ways. bringing insights, opportunities, and experiences aligned with your evolution. By developing this practice regularly, you begin to realize that your body, heart, and mind don't function separately, but as an integrated system that influences not only your own reality, but also the energy of people and environments around you. Even short sessions of 3 to 5 minutes have profound effect. They strengthen your energetic signature, increase mental clarity, and promote a sense of continuous presence. Over time, this coherence becomes a natural state, making it easier for you to respond to life consciously, balanced, and aligned with your essence. Each conscious breath, each attention directed to the heart, is a way of sending a clear and stable signal to the quantum field, affirming that you're present, centered, and ready for universal intelligence to manifest possibilities harmoniously and fluidly in your life. Throughout the day, you may begin to notice that the coherence and harmony you cultivated in the morning gradually start to disperse. It's not necessary for something extraordinary or dramatic to happen for your energy to lose stability. In fact, it's often the small everyday events that most impact your internal state. An email loaded with tension, an unexpected challenge at work, or even the energy of people around you can generate micro-adjustments in your emotional balance. It's exactly in these moments that the practice of loving and conscious attention becomes essential. The real secret isn't in building a rigid barrier against stress, but in developing the ability to return to your center with gentleness, quickly and consistently, regardless of external circumstances. This practice transforms any situation, even the most challenging ones, into opportunities to strengthen your internal coherence and your connection with universal intelligence. The small changes that occur in our body and mind throughout the day are studied by neuroscience as state changes. They happen when your breathing, posture, focus, and even your emotions automatically adjust to respond to each situation that arises. For example, you might be deeply concentrated on an important task when you receive unexpected criticism or face a sudden obstacle. In that moment, your heart may accelerate, breathing becomes shorter, and your mind quickly fills with defensive thoughts or automatic judgments. From the perspective of quantum manifestation, these instants have a direct effect on the energy you emit. Your signal stops being coherent and fragments, loaded with fear, resistance, and tension. This incoherence interferes with your energy's communication with the quantum field, making it difficult for opportunities, insights, and experiences aligned with your frequency to flow naturally. To deal effectively with these small interruptions, it's extremely useful to practice what we can call an energetic micro-reset. This practice is simple, accessible, and requires no special equipment, nor the need to isolate yourself. And most importantly, no one needs to notice you're doing it. As soon as you notice tension beginning to accumulate in your body or mind, take a conscious pause. Feel your shoulders relax. Notice the support of the floor or chair beneath you, and allow your breathing to lengthen, making the exhalation longer than the inspiration. By gently redirecting your attention back to your heart and remembering a feeling of gratitude, calm, or appreciation, you begin to restore your internal coherence. These small adjustments not only relieve tension in the moment, but also reinforce the stability of your energetic field, making it easier to maintain harmony, clarity, and elevated frequency throughout the entire day. The consistent practice of this micro-reset creates a cumulative effect. each interruption transforms into an opportunity to strengthen your capacity to remain centered and coherent, even when facing challenges. Over time, you begin to react more consciously instead of automatically, allowing your energy to remain stable and aligned with your intentions. This ability to quickly return to your center is an essential component for sustaining quantum manifestation, as it ensures that the signal you send to the universe is always clear, consistent, and powerful. Thus, small conscious pauses become allies for transforming stressful situations into moments of realignment, expanding your conscious presence and creating a positive effect that radiates to everyone around you. Feel your shoulders relax, allow the chair or floor to support you completely, and breathe slowly and deeply, exhaling a bit more than you inhale. Bring your attention back to your heart, reconnecting with the space of gratitude, peace, or appreciation that you cultivated in the morning. These few seconds of conscious presence are already enough to reestablish your energetic field and make your signal coherent and powerful again. By applying this micro reset repeatedly throughout the day, you train your body and mind to recognize when the state of coherence is lost and how to restore it gently. Small, conscious pauses allow you to reposition yourself in the flow of your own energy, preventing old patterns of stress, anger, or anxiety from dominating your frequency. The more you practice, the more natural it becomes to perceive these moments and reconnect with your center, maintaining your elevated vibration even amid external challenges or tensions. This daily practice also shows that the impact of your coherence isn't limited to just you. Your heart, through the electromagnetic field it radiates, influences the environment and people around you. Each micro reset you perform creates a wave of energy aligned with your universal intelligence, serving as a conscious link between you and the world around you. This constant practice allows your conscious presence to interact harmoniously and positively, facilitating quantum manifestation to happen more naturally and fluidly. Over time, you begin to experience the day with an internal sensation of deep stability, as if you carried with you a solid reference point that sustains your mental and emotional clarity. Unexpected challenges, surprises, and small interruptions begin to be perceived as information to be observed and integrated, instead of triggers that destabilize your energetic flow. Your capacity to remain centered maintains the elevated energy that nourishes your creativity, strengthens your discernment, and sustains emotional resilience in each situation that arises. By incorporating these practices of presence, attention, and coherence continuously, you transform apparently ordinary moments into powerful opportunities to reinforce your internal alignment. Each conscious pause you allow, each deep and adjusted breath, each gentle return to the heart space strengthens the energetic signature you emit, making your frequency not only consistent, but also powerful. This subtle process increases your sensitivity to the nuances of your own internal state, helping you quickly recognize when something threatens your balance and offering gentle means to restore your natural harmony. As this practice consolidates, you realize that the energy you emit becomes an open channel to the quantum field, allowing experiences aligned with your highest essence to manifest with ease. Your loving, constant, and conscious attention functions as a magnet for opportunities, insights, and encounters that resonate with your personal frequency. This way, you begin to work in synchrony with universal intelligence, establishing continuous and harmonious co-creation, where each thought, each sensation, and each conscious choice contributes to manifesting a fuller, more creative life aligned with your deepest purpose. At each instant, you reinforce a cycle of presence and coherence that sustains not only your own well-being, but also positively influences everything you touch, transforming the energy of your surroundings into an extension of your field of peace and power. This small act of attention and care for yourself has a profound effect. Just by allowing yourself a conscious pause, you slow down the body's automatic stress responses, reduce cortisol release, and harmonize heartbeats in a way that sends the brain the message that you're safe and everything is okay. It's important to remember that this doesn't mean trying to feel something you don't want or forcing emotions. There's no pressure at all. You simply connect with your essence, with who you really are when you're not in survival mode, creating space for your energy to return to natural coherence. With continuous practice, these micro resets become increasingly easier to perform, and your nervous system learns that it's safe to return to balance whenever necessary. Another essential dimension for maintaining a high frequency is focus management. Our attention is constantly scattered. Notifications, pending tasks, and even memories of old conversations consume our energy without us realizing it. Each time your focus is fragmented, you lose energetic coherence, and that's why you often feel exhausted at the end of the day, even though nothing apparently negative has happened. By concentrating on the present moment, you preserve your energy and strengthen coherence patterns in body and mind, allowing your energetic field to remain stable and vibrant. Try being totally present when drinking tea, feeling its temperature, aroma, and flavor, when savoring a meal, noticing each texture and taste, when listening to someone, dedicating full and sincere attention. This practice of focused presence not only protects your energy, but also makes it easier for the brain to maintain coherent patterns linked to high vibration states. From the perspective of quantum manifestation, this attention cleans the signal you emit to the field, making it easier to attract experiences aligned with the frequency you've chosen. Each moment of conscious presence strengthens your energetic signature, allowing universal intelligence to work with you to materialize situations and opportunities that resonate with your internal state. When you realize that energetic coherence isn't a fixed state that's achieved once and maintains itself alone, you understand that returning to your own center is a living, dynamic, and continuous practice. Each return to balance strengthens your field, and each micro reset adds to the previous one, creating a stable foundation of energy. To truly sustain this frequency throughout the day, we need to understand an additional dimension: the power we have over our own energy. It's not about building walls to protect yourself from the external world, but rather intentionally constructing a consistent, energetic field that naturally blocks everything that's not in harmony with your desired state of being. From the perspective of quantum physics, this isn't just a spiritual metaphor, it's a measurable reality. Scientists have proven that the heart emits the strongest electromagnetic signature among all living beings. This energy extends far beyond the body and continuously interacts with the environment and with people around you. When you reach a state of deep coherence, your entire internal system begins to operate in perfect synchrony. The cardiac field, breathing, emotions, and nervous system align, creating a network of harmony that manifests as a loving, energetic boundary around you. This field isn't just symbolic, it acts as natural and dynamic protection, allowing your personal energy to remain stable, whole, and coherent, even when facing challenging situations or chaotic environments. Your conscious presence, combined with clear intention and the elevated frequency you maintain, begins to influence and gently elevate the environment around you, promoting balance and energetic organization in everything you touch or observe. By integrating this practice into your daily routine, you're not only strengthening your own energetic field, but also contributing to a collective field of higher consciousness. Each conscious breath, each instant of full presence, and each micro reset you perform sends waves of coherence to the world around you, harmonizing scattered energies and facilitating healthier connections aligned with your frequency. Over time, this practice transforms your interaction with people, situations, and challenges. You begin to perceive the energetic subtleties of the environment, respond more balanced, and maintain a deep sense of centeredness even when facing adversities. Each moment of conscious presence strengthens the resilience of your energetic field, making it clearer, more coherent, and more capable of maintaining your elevated frequency effortlessly. This creates a stable foundation for your creativity, intuition, and internal wisdom to flourish, allowing you to navigate life more harmoniously and aligned with your true essence. Additionally, this continuous coherence amplifies your body's capacity to regulate physical and emotional reactions, reducing stress impact and allowing you to live more healthily, centered, and productively. This way, the daily practice of coherence not only transforms your individual experience, but also emits a positive and measurable effect on the collective field, connecting you more deeply with universal intelligence and enhancing quantum manifestation of possibilities that once seemed distant. This sensation of coherence and inner peace that you cultivate doesn't stay just within you. It's perceived by people around you and transforms the environment. When you maintain your frequency aligned, you automatically repel energies that don't resonate with your vibrational state, which means you don't need to constantly worry about protecting yourself from the external world. This field of inner peace can be created intentionally, and one of the most effective ways to do it is by integrating mind and body simultaneously, lovingly, and consciously. Let's practice together now, even if it's mentally. Your eyes can be gently closed or just relaxed without tension. Direct your attention delicately to the center of your chest, where your heart pulses. Begin to breathe slowly, deeply, and consciously, allowing each inspiration and expiration to be felt with full attention. Imagine that with each inspiration you're absorbing a golden and vibrant light into your heart, a gentle, warm, and luminous energy that nourishes and strengthens you from within. Feel this light expanding with each exhalation, forming a gentle, bright, and protective sphere around your entire body. Don't imagine this golden energy as a rigid wall or isolating block. It is, in fact, a living, intelligent, and dynamic sanctuary that reacts sensitively to your intention. This internal space allows everything that elevates your frequency to enter and integrate with your energy, while gently releasing and transforming what no longer serves. By concentrating your attention on this field, you begin to perceive subtleties in the body that previously went unnoticed. Perhaps a comforting and expansive warmth in the chest, a slight vibration in the hands, a gentle tingling that runs through arms and legs, or a sensation of lightness and amplitude spreading throughout the body. Each of these physical responses is a reflection of the interaction between your focused intention and your energetic field, showing that your nervous system responds concretely to your conscious practice. From the perspective of quantum manifestation, the loving and constant attention you dedicate to this internal sanctuary transforms abstract possibilities into tangible realities. Each conscious thought, each deep breath, and each sensation of coherent presence strengthens your personal frequency, generating tangible effects on the energy around you. This field of peace isn't just a visualization. It directly influences body chemistry, reducing stress hormone production, calming heart rhythm, and promoting a sensation of emotional stability that reflects in how you interact with the world. Maintaining this state for a few minutes, several times a day, significantly amplifies your resilience. Situations that once seemed stressful begin to be perceived with more clarity and less emotional impact. You become a constant reference point of harmony, radiating calm and coherence to those around you, influencing environments and interactions positively and consciously. Your presence begins to act as a magnetic field, attracting experiences and connections that resonate with your elevated frequency, while neutralizing external influences that don't align with your internal state. Thus, you learn to navigate daily challenges without getting lost in emotional turbulence, maintaining a constant flow of peace and clarity that strengthens your capacity for manifestation and connection with universal intelligence. Additionally, creating and maintaining this field of peace strengthens your capacity for quantum manifestation. Each conscious breath, each moment of presence, sends clear signals to the universe about the type of reality you want to experience. Universal intelligence responds to the consistency of your aligned energy, facilitating experiences, opportunities, and people to enter your life naturally, almost as if life were conspiring in your favor. By committing to this daily practice, you not only protect your energetic field, but also create an internal and external environment that sustains creativity, emotional clarity, discernment, and resilience when facing challenges. Over time, this exercise becomes automatic. Each conscious micro-pause, each focused breath, and each return to the heart helps you build a personal field of peace that is both protective and expansive. It allows your energy to flow freely, maintaining coherence even when the world around seems chaotic. Situations that once provoked anxiety or irritation begin to be perceived with neutrality and balance, allowing you to respond with consciousness and not react automatically. This is the true power of coherence, a silent but intense force that transforms not only how you feel, but also how you live, interact, and manifest your aligned reality. You begin to perceive, increasingly clearly and compassionately, the emotional states of people around you without absorbing these emotions into yourself. This discernment allows you to remain centered without being dragged by external moods or tensions, becoming a stable reference point and constant source of calm in any environment you enter. Your coherent presence doesn't mean isolating yourself or avoiding life. On the contrary, it's about being deeply connected to your own internal frequency, so that your energy speaks for you and naturally harmonizes everything around. Frequencies that aren't aligned with your internal state simply reorganize themselves, deviating from your influence, allowing you to maintain balance and clarity regardless of external circumstances. When you feel this as an internal truth, you realize it's possible to create and sustain this internal sanctuary as a concrete reality, not just as an abstract concept. By silently declaring or writing to yourself, "I am a walking field of peace," you reinforce the intention to keep this coherence active. Feel the golden light enveloping your body, expanding gently outward and connecting with each cell, each breath, and each heartbeat. This light isn't just a mental image. It has measurable effects on your nervous system, diminishing automatic stress responses, promoting emotional calm, and strengthening your capacity to perceive and interact with the world more consciously. Furthermore, this practice builds a shield of coherence that acts as a natural amplifier of your personal energy, stabilizing emotions and thoughts, even when facing challenges or chaotic situations. As you maintain this frequency, your presence begins to positively influence the environment around you, making it easier to attract experiences, people, and opportunities that resonate with your vibration. This internal field of peace also enhances your intuitive perception, your capacity to make balanced decisions, and your ability to act with clarity and purpose, continuously reinforcing quantum manifestation of a harmonious life aligned with universal intelligence. Now, if this makes sense to you, if you feel these pieces of information resonate with your heart, leave this phrase in the comments. I am a field of peace and coherence, radiating my light and aligning my life with universal intelligence with each breath. The next step is transforming all the knowledge you've acquired about elevating and caring for your frequency into concrete and repeatable physical practices that can be incorporated into your daily routine. Consider these practices as moments of alignment, intentional moments of reconnection that you can use whenever you notice old patterns of automatic reaction, worrying thoughts, or doubts beginning to emerge. Each conscious breath, each micro pause of loving attention, and each return to your center becomes an opportunity to reinforce your internal coherence, strengthening harmony between body, mind, and energetic field. The more you practice these alignment routines, the more they consolidate as natural habits, allowing you to remain centered and stable even when facing challenging situations or environments loaded with external stimuli. Living at high frequency isn't a single destination to be reached. It's a continuous process of maintaining and refining your energy. Each conscious moment transforms into a chance to cultivate coherence, to adjust your internal presence, and to realign your energetic signature with your highest essence. Over time, these practices stop being just isolated exercises and begin to integrate your life organically, making your state of high vibration something permanent and natural. You learn to quickly perceive when you drift from center, using micro-reset techniques, conscious breathing, and heart focus to restore your internal stability. This daily consistency not only strengthens your personal energy, but also creates tangible effects on the environment and people around you, expanding the harmony and clarity you radiate. As you integrate these moments of alignment into your routine, each conscious action begins to contribute to a more cohesive, potent, and resilient energetic field. Your continuous practice transforms small moments of the day into opportunities to strengthen your state of presence, whether starting the morning, facing unexpected interruptions, or even in routine tasks. The coherence you cultivate reflects in how you perceive challenges, regulate your emotions, and maintain mental clarity, allowing your elevated energy to become an axis of stability amid daily chaos. With dedication and practice, remaining at high frequency becomes increasingly natural, and your life begins to be guided by stable, harmonious energy aligned with your true essence, making high vibration not just a passing experience, but your new way of existing and interacting with the world. I'll guide you through a short and accessible exercise that helps maintain this state of presence and coherence. First, find a peaceful space, even if just for a few minutes, where you won't be interrupted. If you're busy, allow these words to penetrate your consciousness and observe how they make you feel. Gently close your eyes or just relax your gaze. Place a hand over the center of your chest, connecting with your heart lovingly. Breathe slowly through your nose, allowing your abdomen to expand gently, and release the air through your mouth, releasing any tension present in your shoulders, jaw, or forehead. Hold your breath for a few moments, keeping it calm and balanced, and feel your attention shift from mind to body. Now visualize the golden field of light we worked with earlier with even more depth. Imagine it radiating around you, expanding continuously and gaining intensity with each inspiration, like a living sphere that pulses with your own energy. Feel this light growing not only in brightness, but also in coherence, balance, and vitality, integrating with each cell of your body. With each deep breath, notice how this energy anchors firmly to the ground, creating a presence that is simultaneously stable, mobile, and flexible, accompanying your every movement. As you exhale, observe how the field organizes and structures itself around you, forming a protective space that maintains your elevated frequency, allowing you to interact with the world consciously without getting lost in external stimuli. This practice isn't just symbolic. It reinforces connection with universal intelligence and intensifies your capacity for quantum manifestation, transforming ideas and intentions into concrete experiences aligned with your essence. As you repeat this exercise consistently, energetic coherence solidifies naturally and lastingly. Life begins to respond not only in obvious ways but also through subtleties. Encounters, opportunities, and insights present themselves with more clarity, while situations that once caused stress or confusion begin to be perceived with discernment, calm, and emotional stability. You're no longer just an observer of your own energy. You become a conscious and intentional creator of the reality you want to live, capable of modulating your frequency to sustain states of focus, creativity, and well-being continuously. This field of light and peace transforms into an extension of your presence, functioning not only as protection, but also as a catalyst that enhances your daily interactions and experiences. Over time, this practice makes your personal energy become clear, strong, and coherent, establishing an energetic signature that positively influences your environment. You begin to perceive how small changes in your breathing, posture, and attention can maintain your elevated frequency even when facing challenges or external pressures. By maintaining this coherence, you create a vibrational field that amplifies your capacity for focus, creativity, discernment, and emotional resilience. More than that, you develop an expanded consciousness of how your energy connects with the universe around you, realizing that your personal frequency not only shapes your own experience, but also positively impacts the people and situations you interact with. By feeling and perceiving this internal force, you understand that your personal frequency is a powerful tool for aligning daily life with your highest essence. It allows you to harmonize with the energy of universal intelligence, transforming each moment into an opportunity for conscious manifestation. The golden light you maintain around yourself isn't just passive protection, but an active field that organizes, harmonizes, and strengthens your entire presence, creating a solid foundation for your life to manifest with clarity, balance, and continuous fulfillment. This way, each breath, each thought, and each action begins to work in harmony with your energy, amplifying the coherence of your personal field and strengthening your capacity to live fully, consciously, and aligned with your highest purpose. Say to yourself, with a gentle voice full of love, I am the calm in the middle of the storm. Feel these words become more than thoughts. Perceive them as a living vibration that pulses deeply in each cell of your body. Recognize that your energy isn't something separate from the quantum field. You are a conscious and beautiful expression of this vast field of possibilities. With each breath, you strengthen your capacity to transform potentialities into reality, and the choice of the state you're in now doesn't just influence your internal feeling. It sends a signal to the universe, guiding how the energy around you should organize itself. Breathe deeply a few times, remaining in this space of full presence. Just observe your being, without judgments, feeling whether it seems solid, expansive, warm, tranquil, or broad. No sensation is right or wrong. Just notice its existence, allowing your consciousness to connect with your highest essence. While maintaining this perception, recognize that the internal world you inhabit is your creation, an energetic work of art that responds to your loving attention. Each moment of alignment, each conscious breath, each gentle return to your center strengthens this coherence, making it more natural and continuous. Over time, you'll realize you won't need to effort to maintain high vibration anymore. It will become your default state, your inner home. This process doesn't require perfection. Coherence doesn't depend on external conditions or flawless execution, but rather on the constant practice of observing, adjusting, and anchoring your energy in each instant. By living this way, you naturally become a point of stability, a force field that influences your environment with clarity, calm, and presence. Your elevated frequency becomes a solid foundation that organizes and harmonizes not only your internal world, but also the external environment where you live. Each micro reset, each conscious breath, and each moment of loving attention strengthens this foundation, adding layers of resonance that make your energy more cohesive, consistent, powerful, and resilient. Over time, you begin to perceive subtle nuances that previously went unnoticed. How your body reacts to external stimuli, the way your thoughts modulate your emotions, and how your internal state influences the dynamics of people and situations around you. These small perceptions are signals that you're cultivating refined consciousness, capable of perceiving energetic patterns and responding with presence and balance. This alignment isn't just theoretical or symbolic, it manifests practically, transforming your interaction with the world into a harmonious flow where each choice and action reflects your elevated frequency. This practice represents the true path of quantum manifestation. It's not just about desiring changes or expecting external results, but about aligning your frequency so that the world responds coherently, creating opportunities, experiences, and circumstances that are in tune with your deepest essence. Each conscious gesture, even the apparently small ones, reinforces this energy. A deep breath amid chaos, an instant of silent gratitude, or simply returning to the center of your heart brings a multiplying effect, expanding harmony beyond you and positively impacting the collective field of consciousness. As this practice becomes natural, your presence begins to radiate stability, clarity, and serenity, making you a source of emotional balance in any environment. You gradually become a catalyst for living transformation. Your elevated frequency functions as a pole of attraction for aligned experiences and people, while simultaneously neutralizing influences that don't resonate with your internal state. Your coherent and consistent energy strengthens creativity, mental clarity, and emotional resilience, allowing you to face challenges, interruptions, or external tensions without losing your internal harmony. Furthermore, the strength of this energetic field isn't limited to you. It reverberates, creating positive impacts on the environment, on how others behave, and even on the quality of interactions you experience. This way, each act of attention, each micro-reset, and each conscious breath transforms your daily life into a continuous practice of alignment, where your elevated frequency not only sustains your own stability, but also contributes to the resonance of peace, love, and balance in the world around you. By internalizing this practice constantly, you begin to realize that your elevated vibration isn't just a momentary state or passing experience. It becomes a dynamic and continuous reality that permeates all aspects of your life. Your energy acts as an organizing axis, influencing not only the rhythm of your day, but also the quality of interactions, the way you perceive and respond to challenges, and how your body and mind remain attuned to your deepest essence. Each instant of mindful attention, each consciously anchored breath, and each return to your center increases the coherence of your energetic signature, making it more stable, consistent, and potent. Over time, this constant presence transforms into a natural state of being, where high vibration is no longer something to be sought, but an intrinsic quality you manifest in each gesture, thought, and action. The manifestation of your elevated energy becomes continuous and organic, permeating decisions, reactions, and experiences harmoniously, creating a life structured by the flow of your own frequency. This practice not only strengthens your individual experience, but also amplifies the impact of your energy on the world around you. Each conscious choice to maintain your elevated frequency contributes to expanding the collective field of consciousness, generating effects of love, harmony, and balance that radiate to the environment and to people you interact with. By cultivating this state, you connect increasingly with universal intelligence, transforming your presence into a point of coherence that facilitates the flow of positive possibilities, aligned opportunities, and meaningful experiences. The consciousness of your energy begins to act as a catalyst, elevating not only your own reality, but also the quality of energy shared in the collective space. By understanding the depth of this practice, you realize that being a field of high vibration isn't an effort or distant goal, but an integrated way of living. Remaining centered and conscious, cultivating internal coherence, allows you to maintain a state of calm, clarity, and alignment, even amid challenges and external stimuli. Your coherent presence creates a resonance effect that organizes situations, softens conflicts, and inspires harmony in people around you, transforming your energy into a continuous and powerful resource. The more you dedicate yourself to this practice, the more your elevated frequency becomes your natural inner home, a safe and fertile space for creativity, peace, emotional strength, and conscious manifestation of possibilities aligned with your deepest essence. This way, you begin to live in harmony with universal intelligence, where each breath, each choice, and each moment of conscious attention reinforces the stability of your energy, strengthening your capacity to generate coherent, meaningful, and transformative experiences. Your elevated vibration isn't just a reflection of how you feel. It becomes an active instrument that shapes reality, allowing you to inhabit the world with presence, serenity, and an internal power that is simultaneously deeply personal and universal. By recognizing and sustaining this truth, you transform into a point of continuous coherence, capable of radiating peace, clarity, and harmony in all contexts, positively influencing each interaction, environment, and system you touch. Don't forget. Thank you for sharing your time and your journey with Quantum Labs. Welcome to your true energetic frequency. Welcome to your true reality.